And now from the Hill City Paranormal Haunted Hotline, another true spooky tale from a loyal listener.
A story for your podcast here in Lynchburg. When I was a teenager, which was probably 20, 30 years ago, around that time frame, I had some experiences in my house growing up. I had several siblings in the house who felt and heard things as well as my first wife. When we first got married, we moved in. She moved in with me and my family, and she was scared to death to be down in the basement by herself. She felt presences and heard things as well. But yeah, growing up, I recall specifically a couple of things, but one time we were sitting at the dining room table, and this is where the house was set up. There was a door going out onto the carport from the dining room, so you have this doorway coming into the house, and then pretty much right across from that, about 4 feet once you enter through that door from the carport, is another door which goes down into the basement. So we're all sitting there. It's the middle of summer. We didn't have central air. We had a window fan in the dining room window blowing. The porch door was open on the carport, and then the door going downstairs was closed. So this screen door was shut at the time, and then the porch, the carport door, kind of blew open, and it swings open, and that swings open, the door going down into the basement then flies open, and then they both slam shut. It's pretty creepy. My dad's like, "Oh, it's just the wind and the air pressure, the ceiling fan, the whatever." So that was his explanation. But I hear stuff in the house all the time, and the house is settling, it's just old, or you're hearing somebody's TV on in their room. Specifically, I remember my bedroom down in the basement, and down there with my room is a den, and I could hear, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd get woken up by TV, and I'd get up to go into the den to see what idiot is sitting down here at 2 o'clock in the morning watching TV, and I could still hear it walking to the den, and like as soon as I get to the door and open the door, the sound's gone, and it's coming from the den, it's like somebody's in there watching a TV show, and then I open the door and there's nothing. I go back to my room and it's quiet and there's nothing. I've been waking up in the middle of the night, feeling a dark presence in the room with me, to the point where I was terrified. I could feel it. I didn't want to look, but I was too scared to look. And this is all when I was a kid. I just pulled the blankets up over my head and just started praying. I remember watching an episode of Unsolved Mysteries one night, and we're in the living room upstairs watching this, my dad and I, and I'm sitting in a chair which is right next to a window, and the window overlooks into the carport area. While I'm sitting there watching the show, I hear this deep guttural voice from behind me, like it's in the window on the porch, and it says, "I'm watching you." I mean, it freaked me out, and I'm talking to my dad. I'm like, "Did you hear that?" "No, I didn't hear anything." And I'm like, I told him what I heard. He's like, "Oh, it's all in your head. You're just scared because you're watching Unsolved Mysteries." Whatever we were watching, it wasn't freaking me out. I mean, Unsolved Mysteries was cool, but it wasn't scary at all. I don't know. He's always tried to explain everything away when I would bring stuff to his attention. It wasn't until years later, when I was an adult, he and my dad and I were, talking, having some spiritual conversations about things, and he had mentioned that he knew, a family member that had delved into some satanic type stuff and was looking at kind of a satanic Bible or something they were reading in the house, and they were doing different seances or what was going on, but I believe that whatever they were doing, they conjured up something. I remember going into the laundry area downstairs, which is in the basement, and that laundry area is directly underneath of the carport area. And every time, you go into that room, you could feel a presence in there with you. And so whatever it is, it hung out there in a corner behind the furnace or something, I don't know. But I haven't felt it since I've been back visiting my parents, so hopefully that thing is gone.
Have a spooky tale yourself? Call Hill City Paranormal at 434-381-0242 or visit us online on the interwebs at hillcityparanormal.com. This has concluded today's broadcast episode. Tune in next time for another episode from Hill City Paranormal.